vibe at Warp Zone.
Welcome to Nemo at Warp Zone Minisode. These minisodes are to our podcast as Micro Machines are to Hot Wheels. So just so you know, very short, we're going to get right to the point. And what we're talking about right now is the unfortunate news that most likely it seems that Silent Hills, the joint action between Guillermo del Toro and Kojima, has been canceled via Konami. I've actually kind of like been sticking pretty close to this because if you're anybody who knows anything, they released this really awesome teaser, and it's not just like a commercial. It was an actual playable teaser. You go through this hallway of this house, and you go get to the end of the hallway, and you open the door, and it's the same hallway, and you keep going. Every time you go through this hallway, it's a different super super creepy thing happens to you, and you start like paying attention to what's in the hallway, and then there's things that are showing up in the dark, and it's just super scary. And I thought it was terrific, and it was also in first person, which I was gung ho for, because there's nothing scarier than being inside the person that's just getting completely effed with. So I was super excited about it. And then of course I love all Guillermo del Toro's movies and stuff. So that would just immediately, and then of course Kojima, who's obviously made a lot of great games. So I was really excited about this, and this I actually posted on our Facebook because I just thought it was news that everyone needed to hear, because it's sad, because I was really excited. And of course it has, Carey will be sad about this, but it had Daryl as the main character. Or it wasn't gonna be Daryl, but it was the guy who plays Daryl, which is, what's the name?
Oh, give me a second. You had
Reed?
to throw Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus,
And I
yes.
don't want anybody to think that I'm like a Daryl Dixon fanboy or anything. I just like The Walking Dead. But I'm always sad to hear any time, a cool joint venture like this is canceled. Um, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know about it like Scott did. Scott was the one that informed me about it. And when I first heard about it, the first thing that popped into my head was Silent Hills. Is this going to be like some reality show bullshit, amalgamation?
Why would it be
Like whatever the hills, like it's the first thing
uh,
that popped into my
oh,
head, and I was
okay.
like, oh dear God, no. And I don't know why. Like it makes no sense whatsoever. Like 3 seconds into the thought, it's like, why would you even think that, Carrie? But it was just hilarious for me because the picture that you had with it too is like some dude and girl standing there, and I'm like, is this some kind of like stupid like teenage Silent Hill thing?
I know that was that's a screenshot from a Spider-Man movie. I have no idea why that popped up, and I didn't really understand it until after it already posted it, and so I was like, well, whatever, it's
Well,
there.
whatever. That's why I was like, this doesn't even make
I,
sense. And then I was like, and then I read it, and I was like, oh, okay, I see. You know what I mean? But at first, I was like, is this a parody or something like that? And I mean, I don't have a big history of the Silent Hill games. I played the first two, but I mean, I think they're cool. I like the movies. I think it's a cool franchise, and I'm not really sure why they would cancel it because I mean, where are you going wrong here? You got a good property. You have Guillermo del Toro, who does great job on major Hollywood movies, and then you have Kojima, who is a genius when it comes to creating video games. I mean, what's going wrong here?
yeah, I don't even know if it's something that's wrong. I think it's either they didn't have enough time because they're both incredibly popular right now, or I have a hard time thinking they are just like, oh, this is not turning out well. I think it was probably going to be awesome, but time conflicting,
Just making it
and
happen with
these
those
are two
two
different.
big,
They're two different. Yeah, they're two different worlds. I mean, unfortunately, video game, and I'm sure the stars didn't align, unfortunately, but it looked everything that was released and shown, and I was super excited about, because I feel like the Silent Hill like series has really kind of gone downhill, unfortunately. But what are you gonna do? It's we'll just keep our fingers crossed. Maybe they can get back together. There's been plenty of like games that have had been picked back up out of the ashes and been redone and made to be pretty awesome. So I'm hopeful
Right on.
that it'll keep going, but I'm still sad with the news. But still, it was just him, and maybe they'll just get somebody else to do it. I don't know. Everybody was pretty excited about it, so I think something will happen. I'm just gonna keep my fingers crossed.
Well, here's hoping because like it sounded cool.
Yeah, I'm down with it. Oh, that's all I gotta say. See you later.
Meanwhile, at Warp Zone.